The EAC currency was doomed to fail. It has been pushed back multiple times now, but the reality of those delays is this: we are not economically equal as a bloc. Each country has its own currency inflation in regards to the other neighbors. Also, the weaker the currency of a member state, the harder it is for the residents of that country to make money. For example, what a regular Kenyan makes in a day, your average Tanzanian will struggle to make that, and more so a Ugandan. That's the premise of having a dollar today and having to use it in the three mentioned countries. The harder it is to make a dollar in a certain country, let's say Uganda, the more value it has in that country, and by default, the more things that dollar can buy in the said country. Having a uniform currency for 8 countries with very different economies is a recipe for disaster. How many bloc currencies exist in the world? I'll say 2, the euro and the dollar. For the euro, it is bad enough that a single country, Greece particularly, falls into debt and thus ended up hurting the general eurozone. For the dollar, depending on how rich a country is, a dollar costs differently from their immediate neighbors. Now imagine all that recipe cooked specifically for East Africa. The poorer neighbors would have an improved currency with no improved countrywide economy to back up their currency strength. War, while Kenya will have devalued its currency for a lower average, the general average of the mixed up 7 members, because we have a more poor neighbors than our economic level. This is bad because Kenyans will become poorer thanks to cheap labor influx, making us less competitive, which while some of our products appear a little expensive because we will be selling them to not our regular markets in Kenya, but outside the border where people have less income than us. So it's basically, we are just almost restricted to Kenya and a smaller portion of the side markets, because the smaller portion is what will gladly pay for our product. I would rather we keep the free trade policies but not an outright bloc federal government with a singular currency. It's perilous. To recap, in Kenya we are Nairobi, and the rest of our neighbors are like your grandparents' upcountry village. The upcountry guys are cheap to hire but can spend lots of their earnings on Nairobi things. If that migration happens so fast, rural guys moving to Nairobi, what do you think will be the outcome? You can give your answer below.